Was that some type of a tactical mistake by North Carolina not to retain those people through signing date? Would those people have been loyal to the new folks to stick around and do a good job? I mean, was there any type of bad mistakes that were made in that transition last year that could have yielded better results with the understanding that Belichick wasn't even hired until December 11th, almost a full week after the start of the early signing period last December?
I think by cutting them loose and saying, hey, you're out of here, it really puts them at a little bit of a disadvantage as far as evaluating the players and getting the players, the high school players, evaluated and signed and that type of thing. And to be quite honest with you, it did put Coach Belichick and the Tar Heels behind the eight ball somewhat. They're in a situation right now where they're in a catch up phase. But I mean, again, he's back to right now after year one. And we said this last week, he's got to make the decisions now, not so much on the players, but on the coaches.
Was part of that decision to remove all of the staff that was there, or most of the staff that was there, and not depend on them because you were so arrogant that you thought everybody was going to want to show up and be part of your program? I'm asking now. I've
Right.
heard this put out there before, but I'm going to be the 33rd NFL team. Come on, man,
Right.
give me a break, man.
Right.
Let me talk about that because I looked this up because I wanted to see that. And I said those dates a second ago, but I want to repeat them and really drive this point home for the folks watching this. Signing date in 2024, the early period was on December 4th, 5th, and 6th, 3 dates. Belichick was not hired until December 11th. So everybody was still technically employed there unless Bubba Cunningham and the other people in North Carolina, maybe the trustees got involved in that too, got rid of those folks. Okay, so they had missed that date. I think that was the arrogance. To me, the arrogance, not to say that there's not been enough arrogance to go around, but the arrogance was waiting on a guy that was going to come in and not follow that Signetti model of coming with an established coaching staff, of coming with players, of coming with the strength coach to build that culture. The arrogance was waiting and then bringing in a guy who didn't have a staff already, who didn't have players that were going to follow him, who didn't have a strength coach that was going to come in that understood the collegiate model. Because Moses, the guy who is the football strength coach at North Carolina right now, is a former strength coach with the Patriots. So I think their early signing period, because of just the timing, whenever Belichick was hired last year, was a major impediment. I think the arrogance came later when they thought that people from the portal were just going to line up to come and play for Belichick. And I don't think that happens.